Hey everybody, it's Tara Green here, and we're on the verge of the Ethereum merge. It's happening in about 35 minutes. It is September the 15th, 2022. It's 2:05 a.m. That's Eastern Daylight Time. So what we've got here is the Ethereum Genesis chart, which is July the 30th, 2015 at 4:26 p.m. in Geneva, Switzerland. Okay, and then on the outer level, we can see the comparison chart with the Ethereum merge set for 5:33 a.m. in Zug, Switzerland. Okay, so we can see the original chart. It has the Sun in Leo, it has Mercury in Leo, it has Jupiter in Leo, it has Venus right again at the beginning of Virgo, I would say. Making it a very kind of frugal, sorry, I'm losing my voice, store of knowledge there. Okay, now, Mars is in Cancer, Uranus is in Aries, so this is an innovative new technology. Chiron is in Pisces. Actually, it was latter degrees of Pisces, so there's some kind of ephemeral, dreamy, imaginative, creative. There's Neptune in Pisces, actually opposite its natal Juno, which is something that can be you can use for multitasking. Juno is the feminine form of genius. Now, Venus was retrograde when Ethereum was coined. Or created, and Venus rules money. Venus and Jupiter are together in Leo, so the fact that Venus is retrograde is really interesting because it means that this original Ethereum is going to change over time, right? That was the nature of it originally. Okay, now it is like gold, of course, because it has the Sun in Leo, so the strongest aspect of Ethereum is its natal Sun. I always believe that these people do use astrology on some level. They're not going to talk about it because they do have astrology advisors, but they do. Okay, now the north node of Ethereum is in Libra, early Libra. I believe it is conjunct to the super galactic center, which is a huge space anomaly that they don't even know what it is. Astrologer Philip Sedgwick has written about it. It attracts everything, all galaxies to it, and it has the ability to bend time, so you can see ahead. So it indicates that Ethereum's, sorry, I'm losing my voice. Ethereum's place is to help us to see the future, okay, in a very literal way, bending space and time. The south node is in Aries, so it's an innovative, brash, new kid on the block, kind of always changing, very spontaneous. Okay, Chiron, again, the wounded healer there, squaring Saturn. So there's always going to be some technical problems with it or changes. Saturn is in Scorpio there, right on the ascendant. So there's something stable and serious and mature, and it's going to be used as a platform and a basis and a foundation for other cryptos and all other kinds of industries to build on. The ascendant looks like it's very, very early Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius is the sign of international trade and philosophy and belief systems, and it's very optimistic. Sagittarius is the sign of faith, sage, the sage wisdom. So it comes off as being some kind of built on some older wisdom, okay? And there's some kind of karma there with Saturn, I believe it's retrograde, sitting right on the ascendant there at that time when it was created. So it does have weight. It does have holding powers and international store of value. Pluto is in early Capricorn there, 2015. The moon was also in Capricorn at 27 degrees, and Ceres was in early Aquarius. So it is kind of the mothership, let's say, of all of the innovative Aquarian new technologies that's coming in. That's a very powerful Ceres, the great mother, connected to the moon, which represents the collective unconscious of the people, as does Pluto. Okay. Let's see, what else have we got here? Okay, Uranus, the planet that rules anything that has to do with cryptocurrency. Again, over here, it is in late Aries, I believe, at that point in time. So you can see, I believe in this chart, it's showing all the aspects, not just it's showing you the natal aspects, right? Okay, so there we go. And then today, as the merge is happening, the sun is actually right on the midheaven, which is the highest career peak for anybody. And a chart like this for a company is also a natal chart. So the sun in Virgo, a more practical, everyday exchange of goods, something that'll save money, something that's good for the environment, right? That's Virgo. That's the harvest. We're taking something that's already been built, we're taking it to the next level. It's good for everybody. It's green. Okay, there you go. Venus is also in Virgo. So Venus representing the store of money and value, also a greener technology. Okay. Mercury, retrograde in Libra, early Libra there. Okay. So again, not such good timing to do this during Mercury retrograde because it says there's going to be some glitches. They're going to have to go over things again. Okay. It may take a while till it evens out the values, and there may be some legislation here that people have to go to because Libra is the scales of justice. Okay. Now, the IC, which is the bottom, the most private part of a chart, is totally in line with the ascendant, which is very interesting. Okay, so the ascendant on the merge chart is Virgo as well. Okay, you can see that up there, the AC there, up there, kind of in the 9th house. So again, international cooperation, international usage there. Okay, Pluto is exactly conjunct the moon here of the original Ethereum Genesis chart. So Pluto in Capricorn, a total transformation of the feeling values. The moon in a company's chart is the feeling values, what it receives, how it nurtures. Its home, very literally its home. So Pluto, the home, the nature, the moon represents like the prenatal experience. So this is like Ethereum is really growing up here. Okay, it's Pluto ruled by Saturn. Okay, in Aquarius right now. So again, a total overhaul here of the nature of Ethereum opposite natal Mars in Cancer. So some kind of interesting, very feminine energy here. Mars in Cancer, very receptive. People are going to use it in their homes. They're going to use it daily for food. It's what feeds them. Mars opposite the moon can be conflicted. Okay, but they're still in some kind of an aspect, of course. Okay, so Mars in Cancer, the need to nurture, the need to receive, the need to be practical, to feed the children, and then the business side here, which is the moon in Capricorn, okay, now being transformed, how this store of value is going to feed people and to be useful, okay, on a daily basis. There's Saturn down there, still retrograde, conjunct Vesta, the asteroid of investments in Aquarius. They're very close together, so that's very literally it's in the 3rd house of the natal Ethereum chart there, so Saturn and Aquarius. Again, this sense of innovation, high technology, a new platform, okay, to communicate with, okay. There's Juno, the feminine form of genius, conjunct to Neptune there. There's Neptune on the Chiron of the Ethereum Genesis chart. So Neptune in Pisces, you have to watch out that there isn't scams and fake news and hackers and glamour and illusion, delusion. People could lose money here too. Okay, so you have to watch out for that. There can be a lot of hyped up hopes about this. Neptune and Chiron are in a trine to the natal Saturn of the Ethereum chart. Okay, again, something fishy kind of could be going on there. Okay, or it could be adopted for Hollywood, for international media. Neptune rules oil, so somehow it replaces the use of oil or underground minerals or fossil fuels, which is it is in terms of it becoming much more environmentally conscious and greener here. Jupiter is in Aries conjunct the south node, so Jupiter retrograde in Aries, again, something new, a new beginning, new power, releasing of the old power, okay, and moving towards the new. Now, Mercury retrograde is on the north node of the natal chart there, so somehow there's some kind of balancing that's going to have to be done here. It will bring things to a balance. Things may not pan out really until Mercury goes direct. And interesting, the asteroid Psyche is also conjunct Mercury. So there's some kind of psychological balance that Ethereum is going to be seen as. Okay, so I would say that makes it very, very useful. Chiron, the wounded healer, is conjunct to Vesta, the root word of investment. So again, there's going to be some pain here. And also pretty close to Uranus, which is the planet of innovation, change, rules, technologies. Now, interestingly enough, on the outer level here, in the 6th house of work, okay, there's the part of fortune of the Ethereum Genesis chart, okay? Uranus is exactly conjuncting it right now at around, I would say, 15 degrees of Taurus. The mid degrees of Taurus are the most powerful, and Uranus rules, again, new technology. Taurus is the bull market, okay, and the moon is conjunct Uranus and the north node. So I would say this means that Ethereum is going to be very, very practical, very useful, really take over what the bull market, the stock market was. The stock market was founded by Masons who were astrologers, and the bull and the bear market was because the stock market in New York, when it was founded in Buttonwood, way back when was in alignment with a constellation of Taurus, okay, in the sky. So that's the bull market, and also the Great Bear, which is the Dipper. So here we have, again, a very powerful Uranus moon. Moon represents the emotions of the people, and the North Node in Taurus. So somehow this is going to be very, very good for Ethereum. Now, Mars is in Gemini on the outer level. Remember, Mars is going to be in Gemini for about 7+ months. Mars is squaring the natal Neptune in the chart. Again, so wherever we're dealing with Neptune, there's deception and illusions and projections and debt and losses. And again, Mars and Gemini is kind of two-faced. Now, it could be that, this becomes a very useful commodity, Gemini morphing, being used in all kinds of social places, so that can be a good, positive thing. So definitely, I like the Venus-Juno conjunction. I like the Sun up there in the 10th house, right on the midheaven of the natal Ethereum Genesis chart. So really shining bright in a new way, as a green way, as a leader, I would say, as Leo now becoming green, just like the fixed star Regulus moved from Leo into 0 Virgo, okay, in 2009, indicating that all royalty must serve the people. So all assets must serve the people. So I would say this is a really good, very powerful, very strong chart. I guess it was your last chance to buy Ethereum in the old way, and we'll have to wait and see. The only thing is, like I said, Mercury retrograde here makes me feel like there's going to be a bit of kinks. There may be some delays, but this Pluto moon thing means it's going to be a very valuable asset long term. And then again, when Pluto enters Aquarius, there is going to be a big shift here, okay? Because the natal series, it would be seen as a store of value used by families and people. And then remember that Saturn is also going to enter Pisces right at the beginning in March 2023, just like Pluto is as well. And then at that time, it looks like Saturn is going to be opposite Venus and Jupiter. So there could be some legislation, some regulation, some tweaking, some having to go back and redo it again. So if you're a crypto person, just wanted to put that out to you, wishing you all the best blessings. I'm at terratarot.com.